Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Hope everybody are staying strong. So I was in my early 20s, been seeing this girl for a few months. Our sexual chemistry was on point. We enjoyed each other's company immensely, but timing was just off as we both had plans of relocation that were set in motion before we met. So we stayed as friends with benefits. So there we were, one night laying in bed in post-coitus bliss, after what was probably the best sex we have ever had, our breaths still heavy. She seemed more coquettish than her usual self, snuggling her body close to me, in a tight embrace. She softly told me that I am the only man for her, and she wanted our relationship to be exclusive from that moment on. Assuming my charm and sexual prowess brought about this turn of events, I was beaming with confidence, my ego stoked by my apparent ascendancy to near sex god status. In what I imagined being one of my most effortlessly cool and devilishly masculine moments, I replied to "What do I owe this honor?" She proceeded to regale details of her weekend escapade, a girls' night out, with her old sorority sisters, where the night ended with her drunk out of her face hooking up with this French Algerian guy. Then she described the shock and horror when his penis inevitably made its debut. Apparently it was 12 inches long, and thicker than a Coke can. She said she was frightened by it, that it looked like a torture instrument that would tear her apart. Apparently the mood soured soon after that, and he left her place awkwardly. Now I pack a standard issue, 6 inches with some room for expansion, depending on my level of arousal. Never had any complaints from previous partners, which by then was a significant number. There never was any reason for me to second-guess my sexual abilities. I did have an acute awareness of being a grower, and not a shover, buying into the porn-skewered reality that bigger is better. Whatever latent insecurities I had was magnified and put on display. My breaking point came as these words uttered from her lips. I kid you not, he was probably twice as big as yours. It carved deep into my consciousness with animated violence, overwhelming me with feelings of inadequacies, clouding my ability to control my most basic faculties. She then said something about how much she anticipated my visit, and how she thinks she is falling for me, blah blah, blah. She ended her confession by teasingly going down on me, kissing my flaccid cock, telling it, "This is all I will ever need." I don't think I have ever felt so small in my life. I got out of bed, got dressed, in abject silence, and just left the room, without saying a word. This, of course, left her in a state of confusion. I never called her again, and blocked her on all my social media accounts. I spent the next few days at home, in crippling depression, wallowing in self-pity, rejection, and inadequacies. Thinking back now, a far more secured man, in my 30s, I often second-guess my reaction. Was I being an insecure drama queen? There I was, just had the most amazing sex in my life. This gorgeous girl, I really liked, was pouring her heart out, praising the superiority of my average-sized member, whilst professing her love for me. Yet the only image in my head is her staring with wide eyes at the sheer size of his monster dong. Once the image got stuck in my head, my ego blinded by the green-eyed monster, there was no turning back.